And testing. We are live. How's everybody doing? Welcome back to another edition of the Bronze Dragon Saturday Morning Stand-Up, where we talk all things Splinterlands, Atlas Earth, and other play-to-earn and Web3 games if you want to talk about them. So I hope everyone's doing well on this Saturday morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you happen to be in this fine world. I've had an interesting week. I was just sitting here on Splinterlands viewing a match that just happened. And yeah, kind of the time for the live stream kind of snuck up on me this morning. I've been busy doing a few different chores. The fourth is here. Welcome. Thanks for dropping by. Says, I'm here for it. Elliot is in the house. Welcome. Appreciate it. And Paul Taylor's here. Howdy. Thanks for dropping by. As something to start off with, I will be giving away, I've been giving away various cards and things this whole month of December. I will be giving away a really nice card today. It's going to be one giveaway, but it's going to be a really nice card at some point during the show. Now, there's a new rule on giveaways. If you're going to be in the show and want to get in on the giveaway, you have to put something into the conversation, right? Not just sit there in the background and do other things. So I like you to listen to my show and everything, but I want you to go ahead and contribute to the conversation to be able to get your name in the hat for the card. So okay, and big thanks go out once again to Trash Panda for sponsoring the giveaways. As always, just a heads up, we will have our live stream on Sunday, tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, where that will be dedicated to basically all just playing Splinterlands. We'll be doing ghost card challenges once again, and we'll be taking them in line as you come on and sign up and try to go ahead and beat me. And hopefully, this show is planned to last until 8 people beat me, right? And then if you beat me, you get 100 SPS. And then tomorrow will be the third Sunday we've done that in December. And then we have one more Sunday, and that'll be the Sunday before Christmas, the 22nd, which will be the last one. And then we'll total up who's beat me the most in December, which doesn't feel incredibly good on my part, but it's been fun playing with everybody. And I really like the ghost card challenges since they put that functionality into the game. It's fun to get to play, although you're not getting paid or anything, get rewards for it. It's fun to play with cards that you don't have and you don't have the money for and everything. And it exposes, and we've been playing on different levels, right? We've been mixing it up, and it's interesting where I've seen, obviously there's some really strong players out there who are used to playing in Champion, and it's a completely different game if you force them to play in Novice, right? Because these cards, if you're relatively new or, if you've been playing for a while, you know this, but the cards, every card plays a different way at each different level. And we kind of discussed this. We were talking about it this last week with, let's go ahead and get out of here and go to the shop. I won this one, but we'll go ahead and play through this one. This was just a relatively simple one. 4 cards I really love. Noah the Just, Terracore Bandit, a cheap card, but an excellent card. Uraeus, also cheap, and Medalli Guardian, all very good quality, strong cards that you can have for very low cost at this point. So they several of them will be cycling out of Modern come April, but very good. So in this case, I won 1,200 glint and 5.9 SPS. Something I will mention that I've been doing the last few seasons is I have been renting some SPS. So I've basically been I've been renting enough SPS to double what I've had, So I've got about 150,000 SPS. Well, let me say this. I've got a little bit over 100,000 and somebody's been nicely delegating me 50,000. And then I rented another 150,000. And this is basically, you know, logic would say, well, it's going to double your rewards. And I just wanted to see, and it pretty much has doubled my rewards. So what I wanted to talk about on my original topic was, let's go back to shop and then exclusive. Okay, so the new card is Ulfga the Blighted. Okay, it's a legendary, just went up this past week. Big topic of discussion this week, right? Because when they originally put this card out, it had slightly different levels and different powers, and they switched things around. But the whole discussion was around how this card plays at different levels. Let's go ahead and go to the market because I just want to see. This would be under promo. And also they put up the Christmas cards this week, which I love. Check out the Grim Bardoon Smith as Santa. But that's just kind of one off. What was I talking about? Why is it not under promo? Oh, here she is. So what my main point was is she picks up, she has slow to start with. First of all, if you're not familiar, this card does not have an attack, but also cannot be weapons tamed. But I would argue that if you're going to buy this card, you need it at least level 2, because then the card picks up the most what this whole card is about, right? There's a bunch of cool stuff that adds on, especially when you get up to max level. But at level 2, this card picks up Poison Burst, which this card basically becomes a bomb. You know, it's meant to, in my opinion, tell me if I'm wrong, it's meant to be blown up and basically put a dot. If you're not familiar with the term dot from MMOs, it's damage over time. It's a spell. It's like in EverQuest, a shaman had or a necromancer had lots of dots. So it didn't do a lot of damage up front to the mob it's casting on, but if you have several people loading those mobs up with dots, then they go down fast, right? Same idea here in the card game. You put this card out, you get it killed off fast, and you know, people would argue, well, the slow's there. Well, yeah, the slow is nice, right? But this is a bomb. This card was meant to go out, blow up, poison the enemy, and as many cards as possible, and do as much damage over time as you can. Now, here's the point. If you can get it up to max level, then you get rebirth. She regens or respawns, and you do it all over again. So you get 2 levels of poison. My point is, back to my original point, is these cards in this game play completely different at different levels depending upon where you're playing in the process. Now, totally different argument as far as how much they cost and if the worth is there. I would love to have this at level 2, but the cost is still kind of prohibitive for me currently. And I'll catch up with chat here in a minute, but I'm trying to stay in the frame of reference here. I've had kind of a bad week. If you're here from Atlas Earth, you know Atlas Earth had a big update this week and went live with live maps where you can locate where parcels are owned worldwide, and this led to like a bit of a security event with my channel, and I had to take down virtually all my Atlas Earth videos for personal privacy reasons, and I'm having to go through and edit, and a very time costly investment. In other words, it's been a rough week, but let's go ahead and catch up with chat. Oh, I wanted to tell you one thing I was working on this week was something thanks to Gathering the Magic. Because every time it seems like I watch his videos, I end up wanting to buy something. So let's go to common. Now this card is in a common in Rebellion. It is Chaos Animator. And a video last week, maybe it was last week, it's at least 5 to 7 days ago, I watched of Gatherings. And also there was another, I'm forgetting who else pointed this out. that maybe it was in a discussion on Discord, the importance of Chaos Animator. So somebody, I think it was Azurcon, lended me this after I started talking about it, lended me a max level Chaos Animator to try out. And I've been trying to pick up multiple BCX of the Chaos Animator since then to try to max it out. I've so far got it to level 8 because I've been trying to pick it up at about 7 cents a BCX to try and bring the cost down a little bit, right? But let's see what they're going for now. About 9 cents. This store or this sales rounds it off at 9 cents. I've been buying mine off of Monster Market, and I think they're 0.88. Oh wow! Somebody, I bought some this morning. Let's do a refresh here. Sorry, we'll talk about chat here in a minute, but yeah, see, somebody's bought up a bunch of these BCX. I bought up like a bunch this morning too, but look at this. I mean, it goes. I've been buying it about 7 to 8 cents a BCX. And when I first started buying them, I bought to like level 2 and they were like 14 or 15 cents, like in this neighborhood right here. But then for the next week or so, maybe people been opening packs or something or other, the price fell to about 7 cents. So I jumped on and scoop up a bunch of BCX and got my level up. So if anybody has a bunch of BCX of that card and wants to trade or sell it at about 7 cents a BCX, let me know. We can do some kind of deal, but either way, I got mine to level 8. But there is a value in the new modern for this particular card. We can talk about that later. Okay, let's jump into chat. Have a little drink here. I'm up to 220 BCX, which is just enough to make level 8, and this card has Amplify and Void. Okay, let's catch up with chat. Let's say Wibbles in the house with the big wee. Welcome. Thanks for dropping by. Gathering the Magic is here. Good morning. How is everyone? Mystic Force is here. Hello. Greetings. Gathering says, end of season tomorrow already. Hope everyone has their shopping list. I've been terrible about that. In fact, I want to send a shout out to my guild with all that has been going on in the last few days with my channel. I failed to submit my brawls, and that is not like me. I've only missed, as far as I know, 3 brawls in like 3 years. So I have a good average. Not to say I perform the best every time, but I've at least submitted them. So, and also somebody brought this up in guild chat. Who was it? It was KGM Jam brought this up in our guild chat, in my other guild, is that you know how recently there are some they changed the terms of service, and you have to agree to that. That was several days back after the last update, I believe. Well, if there's an account sitting there and it has not accepted those terms of service yet, meaning that they haven't logged in or anything, then the guild master cannot assign that user or that player a brawl. So there were a couple, I guess, players in our secondary guild, or my secondary guild, that couldn't be assigned brawls because they had not accepted the terms of service yet. So I guess that means they haven't logged in all week. So Arnie is here. Welcome. Thanks for dropping by. Once again, if you weren't here a few minutes ago, we will be having a giveaway of a nice card. Not that they aren't all pretty cool that we've been giving away. Later on in the show, just contribute to the conversation to be able to get your name in on that. So how's everybody doing? The fourth says it's tough, bro. Yeah. Yeah, back to what I was talking about yeah, I don't want to get too far into that, but it's basically what I've been up to, and it's why if you were trying to look for some of my videos on Atlas Earth for reference, there's a lot of information and hundreds of my personal hours put into those videos. Yeah, it's just been a tough week. I would be lying if I did not say I was drinking some bourbon last night to kind of shake it off. Ready for some season end. Let's see. So yeah, it says 21 hours, less than a day. So tomorrow we will go. It looks like I'm going to get about 138,000, 140,000 glint. And I will be up in the 300, almost 400,000, and I'll have some glint to spend. Let's take a look at where I'm standing. As usual, I'm trying to just max out my rewards cards. Once I get there, I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe go to chess, maybe start on gold foils. I don't know. There are some of the top level players that have already said that they maxed out their stuff already, and I don't know what they're doing, saving up for buying titles or something or other. So my commons are sitting at level 8. Thanks to a deal with Gathering the other day, helped me raise them a couple levels. Still working on it, almost level 9. My rares are sitting at 4 and 5. My epics, which I've been concentrating on, are sitting at level 4. I've been getting a lot of more action out of Arachne Weaver, and my Thanalorian Blade gets a lot of action. Halfling Refugee gets a lot of action as well. That healing, when you pick up that healing, really helps out. Love the Arachne Weaver. As usual, Gathering's favorite card from the set. Gathering says, get the 2 cost common cards to level 5 and any card that gets void. Yeah, I was watching that video you did. He's basically talking about, let's go to the market and then filter by rebellion. And so he's talking about any card like that has 2 cost, like this. And she just happens to have one of the holiday artworks on it, Nimbleduck Scout. So you're saying level 5. Yeah, level 5 is usually the level where they pick up their secondary power. So like in this case, this one has +1 melee and backfire, which deals 2 physical damage to them if the enemy unit misses. But there are several. Let's see here. I don't know. It went back. Let's go back to the market. Can you filter? Let's filter by level 5. So, okay, so Nimbleduck Scout. Al Bahu Forester. Let's take a look at that. It's a common as well. At level 5, it has, I love Return Fire. It also has Triage, which is nice. Lurking Puffer. Not too many for sale. Oh, these are just at level 5. It's got Corrosive Ward and Silence, which is also interesting. I want to pick up a red worm hatchling. Not that it's exactly what we're talking about right now, but it's a dragon, so, you know. There's that. Gathering says, going for gold rare draws this season and epics. Yeah, I've been checking, keeping track of what you've been doing, focusing on the gold foils. Let's go back to cards and go back to Rebellion. Candid Athletic Training, welcome. Welcome to the show. Happy Saturday. Thanks for dropping by. Let me know what you want to talk about. What are you playing lately? Wibble says olive trees are in season. Yes, they are. I have been collecting them. This is what we're over in dCrops. If you play dCrops, it's also on the Hive blockchain. I had to come in here and plant me some crops earlier. But yes, you can see that he's talking about the olive trees, which I do need to go ahead and claim. These are the trees that were available for the Splinterlands crossover event some months ago, and I picked up. I had bought 5 at the time, and then I've bought one more since then off of this store. I think I don't know the price. I think they've been hovering around 90, between 70 and 90. So the artwork on this has been screwed up for me for the last couple weeks, where it's all scrunched together. But either way, I got them into my. So I've been saving up, and I've been selling off a little bit per season, just to make a few points here and there. So. Okay, let's see what everybody's talking about. Kingbo is here. Welcome. New name. Thanks for dropping by. Slick Mauve says, thank you guys for putting time to make this show's info with the games on top chaotic everyday life events. Yeah, and you know, going into the holiday times, it just gets worse and worse. Like, I was just planning on, we're going to have a little bit of an office Christmas party coming up this week. Not that my company's paying for it, because the company decided to cut. I don't want to get off on topic, but they're cutting anything to save money. Cut the Christmas party. A big company bought us, and everything's, yeah. But my department head has decided to throw a little bit of a pizza party, so I'm going to make we'll make some dark chocolate cupcakes with chocolate ganache icing, and I'm also going to make some white chocolate peppermint bark and break up little pieces and put, stick a little piece in the top of everyone. Bring everybody a little bit of a dessert for that. So either way, we were getting a shopping list together this morning to go shopping. And lately, let's go to my cards. Let me look through here. I've been buying cards. I've been buying a few cards a week. You can see what I've had. I got a Gallicus this week in a chest. I was just trying to see randomly what was going on. Check that out. That's another of the holiday artwork. Dark Arborist. It's like a green elf. Like if you play WoW, every Christmas season, you can get the thing that turns you into a red or green elf. I think I want a Lyoceros. I love that artwork. I think it's cool. I mean, I think I want it at a usable level for me. I think I don't even have any. See what everybody's up to. Bolts85 says, what's up? Take a little sip. I have, for Bolts, I have sparkling ice with caffeine, and it is watermelon lemonade flavor today. Also, something I've been playing. I know this is a little bit off track on Splinterlands, but I've been playing, but it's still in the crypto realm. I've been playing Rollercoin lately. This last month, I've been off sick. I've been picking this up. This is it's a play to earn platform, kind of like Atlas Earth, but you build up your mining rigs. This is all just a simulation. I'm going to do a video on it. If you're interested in playing, you can check out my promo code in the show notes, or my referral code rather. But my idea behind this was to develop my mining rigs to big enough to where I could go ahead and you can select what cryptocurrency you want to mine. And then you can mine, and then it has a full wallet selection, so you can do transfer. So hear me out. Here's my idea. My idea was to get a good room full setup of crypto miners, mine Dogecoin, and then send that to my wallet on Hive Engine, and then I would be able to sell that off, and then go ahead and buy SPS or DEC or what have you. But that was my idea behind that. So I've been playing a lot of Rollercoin. Like I said, it's not an actual miner. It's just a simulation. So it's not going, you start it up, it's not going to be using your computer to mine. But it is a play to earn platform, like a lot of these other ones that we have, like sort of like Atlas Earth and other ones. But instead of buying land parcels or earning land parcels, you get miners and you can build them, you can play games, take surveys, etc., etc. But I've been doing that lately as well. Let's see here. Candid Athletic Training says, in your opinion, is it worth the unlock fee to sell any of the reward cards? That's a tough question. I'm sure there have been people who have made profit off of it. But, and we made use of it in this, not this week, but the previous week. I bought some cards off of Gathering the Magic, okay? With basically, I paid the unlock fee for him to unlock them, and gave him a little bit of a premium on top of that because he wasn't using the cards anyway. As far as unlocking and selling, I think the profit margin, obviously the more popular cards probably are going to be the ones to go for as far as making a profit off of it. I think the lower end ones, you might be able to make a little bit of profit, but I'm not sure how much there is there. And it's a gamble. From the big picture, I think that once this, let's go ahead and get off of this. Let's reset this. I think from the big picture that why am I not picking up any? Oh, level 5, all levels. Okay. From the big picture, I think that people are going to have far more Rebellion rewards cards than actual Rebellion cards. Is that a hot button? Anybody disagree with me? Because at the end, these will be printed for so long, and then they'll go on to whenever the next set goes, right? But by that point, we're almost out. Can you still buy Rebellion packs on the shop? Looks like they still have them listed. Yeah, you can still buy them, but they won't be for sale for too much longer. And we all know that the numbers of Rebellion packs that have been sold is, I think, under 1 million. I keep listening to After Sounds videos, and he keeps quoting that I think it's under 1 million packs that have been sold. So the rewards cards are going to outnumber the actual set that it's a rewards card set for. Not that that's a bad thing, right? Because it falls under you put time into the game, you play, you put effort, you put investment, you buy SPS or rent SPS to be able to get those rewards cards. So you should have something to show for it, right? Like Dwayne likes to always say, your time and attention paying off. I think that going forward, there probably will be some money into it, especially that Rebellion cards, the reward cards, will be usable for a nice long time during the next set. Starting in April, Rebellion will be the back end card set in Modern. So, I don't think it's too much of a gamble to unlock some of the cards, but I would think that the ones that would pay off better are, the epics and legendaries. I think that is kind of common sense. But I guess my overall answer is I don't know how much profit there is in unlocking and then selling. The ones I've specifically looked at, people have unlocked them, and there's like a small premium on top of that, and made a little bit of money if they sell the BCX, right? So Kingbo says, getting ready for season end and still doing Atlas Earth on the side. Nice, yeah. Like I said, I'm doing Atlas Earth, and I just passed 500 parcels this last week, and the new challenge system has really upset and changed the way that I play the game. So I do need to do a video on that to explain, before I was doing just the standard tier jumping. Now I'm going along with the challenges. I'm about halfway through the challenges for this month, but they're paying off, so it's like sacrificing a few cents per day on rent, but recouping more than that worth in Atlas bucks to buy more parcels. So, okay, KGM Jams in the house. Welcome. Thanks for dropping by. Wibble says, been selling some Soulbound cards. So Wibble agrees. There you go. So I mean, I haven't really went in and bought any rewards cards yet, except for those I bought off of Gathering the other day to beef up my commons a little bit. Um, Obviously, as we draw down towards the end of the reward set, whenever that is, there'll probably be a little bit of a run on them, you know. So, oh, and I did buy 2 parcels of land last week, which are still sitting there that I have done nothing with. Let's go over to land. I need to figure out what I'm going to do with them, whether I'm going to let them sit until, yeah, we're in Ravenwood here. So let's look at the list. So these are the ones that I own. And you can see there's 2 here, 2 rivers I picked up, 2 common rivers for, I'm just going to stake them out and grow grain on them until the update in early 2025. But I wanted to get a couple more grain producing parcels in this region, because I was this region, I'm really close on the amount of food I produce. So obviously going forward in early 2025, there's going to be a huge amount of change to this game, and Cryptomancer has released some information on that. That's another thing I've been wanting to do a video on, but I haven't. My videos for Splinterlands just have not got a whole lot of traction lately. So I'm trying to keep up with the stuff that I'm interested in, and I am still interested in land. I want to do like a land basics. My idea was take those 2 parcels, or take 1 parcel and do a short video. It's been months and months since I did anything on land, and kind of show, walk through it for a new person point of view. What does it take to get a piece of land in Splinterlands up and running? What does it do for you? What it costs? All these kind of details. Just informational, Gathering says Lysaurus is a must-have. The new cursed Wendigo. Oh, nice point. I just like it because of the artwork. Let's go to market, and once again, go to. Can I just scroll around? Is that a common? Oh, I'm still on rewards. Core. Sorry, just 1 minute. I'm trying to find what splinter is Lysaurus. Oh, here it is. Okay, so it's Earth. Yeah, there's a good comparison to Cursed Wendigo. So at max level, he's 4/4/9/9, and he has thorns and trample. That's sweet. I'd wear a t-shirt with that on it, wouldn't you? That's cool. Off topic. Let's see here. Bolt85 says, well, land was supposed to be our miner thingy, but I guess not ready yet. Yeah, I mean, he's talking about it in early 2025. We're kind of used to it. But mine's been drawing. Let me pull up my spreadsheet. I've been harvesting. I'm down to harvesting about once a week. And you can see the last time I harvested was 2 days ago. And this is my column for food. You can see that I harvest 3 different regions, 114, and 133. And just for example, in 133, where most of my parcels are, I harvest about 67 to 70,000 grain a week. I harvest 93 SPS and 349 research. In 114, where I do have my only 1 epic parcel plot, I harvest a little bit more than that, but I have fewer parcels. I've got them staked a little bit better with rare totems. We're talking 72,000 grain, 38 SPS, and 600 research. So not a huge amount, and I would still fall under the opinion that if you're coming into the game, if you like the idea of land, that's what I did. I liked land games and staking games and stuff like that, and that's why I got into it. But as far as just pure staking, and earning, you're still probably better off just buying SPS, because obviously when the big changes happen in early 2025, a lot of those lands are not going to be able to produce SPS that you want, and you're going to have to buy, sell, trade, as far as getting your various ore, wood, things of that nature, grain, stuff like that. So, but I think I'm set up pretty good. I'll probably have to do some videos on, strategy, what I'm doing, just to give people an idea. So the idea is hopefully help people, right? Love this artwork of this dwarf throwing gifts. I had a brief idea of making that my background for this video, but I forgot about it. Okay, let's see what's going on in chat. Gathering says you can check on Discord if anyone is interested in your soulbound cards first, then unlock them for trade. Yeah, I think that ends up being better. If you're trying to build your deck, it's better. It's cheaper if you find somebody that's interested in something you have that you want to trade for, or if you're interested in buying off somebody. It's just that if you do a one-to-one trade, you still have to be very familiar with them, and basically it comes down to trust. Now, there's always using a middleman. If you've got somebody you can trust that kind of everybody trusts in the community, that's always available. If you use the store, if you use one of the secondary stores, tertiary stores, you're going to pay more, but then everything's in the store framework and you don't really have to trust people. So this is something that if you've been playing for a while, you understand this, but if you're relatively new with working with Web3 NFTs and everything like that, one of the beauties of NFTs is, and one of the things that got me into playing the game was playing Magic the Gathering is, you can buy, sell, trade cards right here from your desk, and you don't have to go down to the local store, put up with the shenanigans on eBay and stuff like that. But if you do a direct trade and they don't send back what you expected, then you're out. I've always thought that it would be incredibly good to have something like they have in World of Warcraft, where if I'm going to trade you something, a window pops up, and I can put in the window what I want to give you, and you can put in the window what you want to give me. Like if you're going to give me payments, or we're going to trade cards. And then you click, you can wait until everything looks fair and they've got everything in the window that you want to trade, and then you just click trade. Of course, this functionality would cost the game money, because then people would probably start using that and more, and then it would draw some profit margin off of the store. I don't know how much the store makes, but it makes a little bit off of every purchase, right? So, yeah, I just always thought that would be a nice idea to have, something that would make trades a lot fairer, and there would be no trust involved. I put up what I'm going to trade you, and then you put up what you're going to trade me, whether it be money, SPS or DEC, and then if we both like the trade, we can click on it and trade, right? So it's been something in WoW for, I don't know, pretty much ever since WoW's been around, 20 years. Don't think it would be that much work, but what do I know? Let's see. Kingbo says, probably true. I maxed most of the Rebellion cards, but think I'll hold out for Conclave at this point. I'm really looking... I know I'm guilty of being somebody that's... I'm always looking forward to that next new card. I guess that comes down to being a collectible card guy, right? I'm always looking at new cards. Love these new cards. I was really hoping that this... I like the storyline. Let's look at shop. We talked about this a minute ago. We've got a match. But the card that is up for sale, we talked about the Dragon Bomb. I like the storyline of it, and I think it's cool bringing that type of functionality or play type into the game. But I was hoping for a cool-looking dragon, and that's not a cool-looking dragon. It's just a funkified zombie-looking, yeah. And it's a great piece of artwork. It's just I like really cool looking dragons, and that was not what I was expecting whenever they put out the little teaser the day or two before, and we kind of figured out it was going to be a dragon. I'm like, yeah, cool, another dragon, but yeah. I like the storyline behind it, though. It's got a cool storyline, but... Okay, Kingbo says, or Gathering says, I think most will wait for Conclave. If Conclave is underpowered like Rebellion is, it will be interesting to see what players do. Well, it's just level setting because we couldn't continue. There's some cards, obviously the cards that, let's see, this is a match that Archmage just put together for me. It has pitted me against... Hijupuda, and they're going in with Riskrell. I'm going in with Helios. Up front, he's got Grum Fireblade or Flameblade, and I've got Goldfoil Archimus the Bear, Salty Bear, backed up by Ash Mirage, Lava Launcher, and Rush Townsend. And I'm backed up by Kulu Mastermind, which is an interesting, throwing a Kulu there, which is a great card, but no cards around it that can benefit from weapons training. Either way, there's my Dragon Jumper. Bought that a few weeks back. Love it. And Runic Skyclaw. So, and my Runic Skyclaw is at level 2. So, I don't know. Let's see how this goes. I have a Riskrell, but only at like level 1. I only got 1 BCX off of that draw. So we'll watch how this goes. I'll catch up with chat. Let's see here. Jabby Saints is in the house. Hey, hey, hey. Bolts85 says, at Gathering the Magic, the rest of the players will mostly leave or stop playing. Hey, I won. I beat a Riskrell draft with a reward summoner. How about that? And I got 1,296 glint and a little bit over 6 SPS on that. So I forget what I was going to do before that, but we're back here. Let's see here. I agree. Whenever the changeover, there's going to be a massive change to the game. In my estimates, and I've watched a lot of people talking about this, I don't know if it's good. I mean, you know, obviously there are going to be a lot of people that leave Modern, okay? And what that side effect of that is going to be that the pot is still there for Modern, is still going to be there, and the people that are still playing in Modern will have increased payouts. That's kind of logical, right? But obviously, to stay in Modern, you're going to have to spend more money to stay in Modern, buy more newer cards. So you have to, the cost is there, but you also have the benefit of earning higher payouts per match, right? And then the offside of that is that the people that leave Modern will have to decide whether they're going to go ahead and play in Wild, whether they might pick up a bot and start playing in Wild with a bot, but all those people will also have to pay that Wild fee, right? Which we'll see increased Wild fee usage, which has lately been going down a little bit as far as I know. So it's going to be a huge change, and I've always talked about that. Obviously, we don't know any particulars. Obviously, with the new player experience being unveiled, and as far as I know, most of that work is put out by now, and the free-to-play experience out, so people can dive in and play the game and not pay anything. Obviously, we're looking forward to the new app sometime next year, whenever that comes out, helping things out as well. That they've been doing all this work in the past year to, make the mobile experience better, and then they're going to wrap that up somehow in an app, right? So obviously, it all comes down to attracting new players, which we hope. Which would help a lot of things out, but those new players are going to be focused into playing Modern. So it'll still be cheaper to switch around and play Wild, but your payouts are going to be lower, considering you have to pay a season fee, and you're going to have a lot more people in Modern. So big discussion topic, and a lot of it's guessing, right? Some of it's logical, right? But there's going to be a huge change. But am I psyched for Conclave Arcana? Yeah, I'm always psyched for new cards. Who's not? If you're a card player, you're always psyched to see the new set, right? Catching up with chat. Bolts85 continues and says, that is why I know they are going to be overpowered. Well, I think one of my original points was, I think some of these expensive cards that they're selling are pretty high powered, but I think there is a fine line there that they have to maintain, that their sets don't increasingly have that too much of a power creep, right? We've seen that and we've talked about that, but as a game, you're trying to keep that power creep as low as possible. And obviously, if you do have power creep and kind of overpowered cards, people are going to have to pay for it. Because let's face it, I mean, it's a game that is played to win. And there's nothing against that. There's a lot of games out there that are not Web3 that are play to win, right? Tons of play to win games, right? So this is a known thing across the gaming. It's just in this game, I mean, you can turn around and sell your cards if you wanted to get out, right? Or trade. I could say, hey, Gathering, I'll trade you these cards for these cards. And if we agree, we can send them to each other. But once again, that trust, Okay, let's catch up with chat. And I know it's, time has flown by. Let's see here. Let's catch up with chat. In the chat, if what should we put in chat? Put hashtag contest and get your name in for a drawing of a nice card. Hashtag contest. And we'll go for a few minutes and talk about some other things, and then I will put people's name into the wheel. Sorry, try not to burp. The good old wheel of names. Hashtag contest. Okay. So far we have Gathering, Pelac, Alex B, Candid, Athletic Training, Anthony B, Jabby Saints, Mystic Force. We have Arnie. We have Slick Mauve. Bolts 85. Yeah, that's a relatively new mechanical keyboard I got, because my older mechanical keyboard, a couple of the keys wore out, but it's like, it was over 10 years old. And then I started researching the key cost to replace the keys on it, the 2 or 3 keys I needed to replace, and the cost was more than what the keyboard was worth, so I just bought a new one. And I'm liking it. I bought a 75%. But I'm kind of thinking I should have went with a full size, because at certain points I'm missing that number pad. But yeah, they're red keys if anybody's into mechanical keyboards. Let's see. We've got hashtag contest to get your name in for the drawing for a nice card, and it's going to be a surprise. Once again, thanks go out to Trash Panda for supporting this, or for having the idea, really. Verpa. Oh, I still play WoW once in a while. Last time I really played it was when they came out with the Classic, and I played it for quite a while then. And I like EverQuest 2, and I play EverQuest. Seems like at the holiday time, I go back and play some of the older games that I've played over the years for a while. Okay, we're going to do a... is that all? If you want your name in the list to win a card, first of all, you have to have a Splinterlands account. You have to have a Hive name to send it to. We've got Gathering, we've got Pelak, Alex B, Candid, Anthony B, Jabby Saints, Mystic Force, Arnie, Slick Mob, Bolts 85, and Verpa. Okay, and we've got Blind Mage. Do I play Golem Overlord? I sure do. In fact, I have a guild on Golem Overlord. After we do this drawing, I will check it out and show our situation, what we've been up to. A lot of upgrades in the guild lately. Slick Mob says, every time I rent out my cards, they come back on time and the corners are not damaged. Yeah, good point. Good point. You couldn't really do that in real life. One of the many great things about a trend-setting game on the Web3 with crypto. Yeah, you don't have to worry about your cards being worn out. They're always in pristine condition. What does Gathering like to say? Welcome all you fine owners of fine collectible cardboard rectangles or something like that. I like that intro. Kind of funny. Okay, so if nobody else is going to enter, we've got this going, and let's spin. And who gets it? Hey, look at that. Bolts 85. Bolts 85 may be wondering what he just won. And let me consult the spreadsheet of gifts. And he won. Let's go over to my cards and reset here and go to promo. He won a maxed out level 4. Well, I guess that's the same thing. Baron Fiat. So grats to Bolts 85. And I fully think that he deserves it. Let me write your name down here on the spreadsheet of gifting. And I'll send that to you after the show when I square everything away. So, Bolts, you'll have, if you don't have one already, you'll have a Baron Fiat to play with. Okay, let's go back to play. So, let's see. Did I miss anything in chat? Okay, I'm scrolling back up to catch some of the old chat I failed to see. The fourth says, how can I get legendary land? You would have to buy it at this point, and they're quite expensive. Bolts 85 says, but since I know 99% of the cards will be awesome, this will be our pivot of our trend. Yeah, I mean, everybody who likes card games should like cool new cards, right? Gathering says, I will try to put together a video for a card burning new set idea this weekend. Let me know your feedback. Similar burning feature like Splinter Forge. Yeah, we've talked about that off and on over the years a few times, right? I've always thought that it was good. And a lot of these games that we've been playing lately on the Hive blockchain, they came out and they saw that and they came out with burning mechanisms built in. Kingbo says, have 23 plots, self-sufficient at the moment, and pull about 330 SPS per week. Nice. Bolt says, I'm excited for the new set, looking forward for the fire element cards. You know what? I would agree with you because fire is probably my least played Splinter. Okay, so yeah, I'll send that Baron out to Bolts after this. But somebody had asked about Golem Overlord, and yes, I do play. In fact, because of this show, I forgot that I have to do my claim. So let's go ahead and do the claim. But and let's go ahead and do my research. The biggest thing lately in the guild is we finally completed level 5 of Blueprint Claim Multiplier, and we've been concentrating on stuff that basically makes us more part and shard and makes us pay less as far as blueprints go. But let's go ahead, and we're just drawing down here. I need to get my battles in. I have a full 35, so I usually, the problem with this is you have to do your battles very quickly and then do your claim very quickly, because people are waiting to snipe you. They want to see who's who's doing their battles and claiming a bunch. And as your stash goes up, let's go ahead and do this really quickly, and then I'll get back to chat. I just saw that. Once again, if there's anything you're interested in playing that we've covered, please check out the show notes. I will have links. It does help me out if you use my referral codes a little bit. This all goes to help, keep, various games keeping able to cover them, basically. Sorry, my mind is... I lost count. I'm just doing a bunch of attacks. I usually do a dozen attacks, and then I come over here and I do my claim. So I usually claim between 28 and 3,200, and then right around 80 shard or so. So yeah, I mean, if any of these games interest you and you haven't played them, use my referral code in the show notes and it'll help me out. Appreciate it. Also, please like and subscribe. I'm going to be going through a somewhat channel rebuilding event with what's happened in Atlas Earth lately. So I'm putting a lot of work into it, and I also want to keep up with the new stuff in Splinterlands. And since we're at kind of the tail end, the fruition of a lot of work this last year has been put into Splinterlands as far as the overall player experience. I love that they're doing holiday card artwork now. It's one thing I really enjoy in games where they change things up and have special events during holidays. Love it. Love Nate's team's artwork lately. I think they're just nailing it on the head. Love this art. In fact, I want to make a background out of this this dwarf throwing gifts around. Okay, we're down to the last few minutes. Let's kind of look at what people are saying in chat. Anthony says, Golem Overlord has a good tokenomics for burning too. Really love that. Yeah, that's one of the cards, one of the games I was really thinking about. But frankly, several of the games that have come after Splinterlands on the Hive blockchain, they saw the need for burning mechanisms. Obviously, that is to keep the inflation of cards and also their main tokens down. Because like, especially on Golem Overlord, you're burning, you have to burn as much as you have to burn more than what you send out or save or trade. Otherwise, what you make off of the game continually diminishes, so it's a good idea. Alex B says, I have a purple breastplate and need to know where you want it. Where I want it? I don't think I have a purple breastplate. Let me look at... Oh, yeah. I have a gold. I think I bought that. But somebody else had sent me these other ones. You know what I don't have is a banner. I would either try to sell it or ask in guild if anybody needs one. We do have some rewards here. Oh, nice. I have a blueprint cachet. Going to cost me 2 shard to claim it though, but we need all the blueprints we can get. So reveal all. If you don't play Golem Overlord and you want to, once again check the show notes. So I got a rare. It gives 1. So you can check out if you get blueprint caches, they help out your guild. So let's scroll down to blue. And then you just click on them and use them, and it donates to your guild because you need blueprints to finish researches, basically. Did I scroll past that? I've got so much stuff. I don't use half this stuff. I need to burn some off for some pyrite is what I need to do. That's one of another of the burn features in this game. You can burn cards and get pyrite, which you can in turn take and level up your other cards with. Come on, where'd it go? Okay, no, that's pure pyrite. Sorry. I've just got so many cards. If I knew which one to filter by, I'd probably... Oh well, I'll find it later. It's just, yeah, some other people have asked me to do a video on the Conquest. The thing is, he's still working on it, and he hasn't put out a rule set or anything, and I would like to. I don't play it that much because I frankly just don't know how to play it. You know, so, and it's in rapid change mode. So when he puts out a white paper of directions of how to play it, then I'll do a video. I even personally asked him in the chat, and he gave me that reason. Well, whenever it goes live, then, you know, not in beta, then I'll put out a rule set and, you know, kind of instructions. Bolt says, yes, Fire Element is my favorite. Just bummed I will have to part ways with Tarsa. I've always liked Tarsa. She'll continue in wild with my deck. Yeah, and Nomos is not that great. True. I have a Joffrey Jones says, where's the holiday skin NFTs? I think the best way you can search for them is just go into we could go into card sales and then search by, let's clear, and just search by Rebellion, and then just look through. Like you can see the Nimbleduck Scout. There aren't too many. So I think you can just search, just look through here. There are some that are on, here's the Eternal Tofu, that's the Grinch artwork. Either way, you can look through it that way. Okay, let's finish this up. Blueprint. Oh, Alex B, just click on it and use it, and it will donate it to the guild. Yes, I do need to start using scouts. That would require being a lot more active. I've just got so many things going on. I'm sure you know how it goes. Bolt85 says, I heard they're still baking on the oven with Glamour. Yeah, that's interesting as well. I've usually in games not been a big thing, a big purveyor of buying skins and stuff like that. It's cool how they're using it in this instance for the holidays. You know, but I'm not insane to realize there's a lot of people out there that love skins. It's a big money business, and I think that they're doing a good thing on getting in on it. Okay, well, we're a few minutes after. I appreciate everybody coming by. Big congratulations goes out to Bolts85 for winning the big card today. I will send that to you after the show. I appreciate everybody for stopping by. I hope everything's going well in your season of holiday season in December, and I hope everyone on your side is happy and healthy. And if you want to stop by tomorrow, I'll be doing my live stream at 1 o'clock Eastern time, where we're playing ghost card challenges in Splinterlands. Try to beat me. Try to take 100 or 200 SPS out of there, and maybe get a card giveaway or two along the way. Have a good the rest of your Saturday, and I'll see you on the flip side, or I'll see you in Splinterlands.